morning, Honor Prep. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, day 4. I'm Christopher Wells, and here are your morning announcements. Chemistry Club is canceled for today, Wednesday, December 14th. A message regarding recycling. Homerooms, are your recycling bins filled to overflowing? Please empty your recycling bins today during homeroom by the cafeteria stage. Let's help keep our classrooms and our earth beautiful. And now to Mr. Mead and Mrs. Maz.
Hey guys, I'd like to take a minute to inform you about a special event we have coming up on Friday, December 23rd. The Iona basketball program will be facing St. Raymond's, and we will be having our second annual Quinn for the Win basketball fundraiser to raise money for ALS. We will be selling t-shirts this week, and there will be other fun events to come. Now to Ms. Maz for some important information.
So some of you may not know what ALS is, so I just thought I would put together a little bit of information for you to understand the need for your support for finding a cure for this terrible disease. ALS stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, which in short robs those afflicted of their strength and independence, causing them to lose all muscle control and ability to perform simple daily life activities. Activities such as the simple act of putting on shoes, getting dressed, picking up a fork to eat, and going to the bathroom unassisted. Currently, there's no cure for this disease, and once diagnosed, there's a 2 to 5 year life expectancy. Patrick Quinn is one of the creators of the social media frenzy, the ALS Bucket Challenge, the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and has become one of the disease's biggest and hardest working advocates. So as we work together to fight this horrific disease, I ask you to come out on Friday, December 23rd, buy a shirt, and support both your current Iona Prep brothers as well as Patrick Quinn, an Iona Prep alum. Hope to see you there.
Attention freshmen and peer counselors. We are in a peer counseling cycle. Peer counselors are reminded to report to Mr. Houlihan's office at 8 a.m. on the morning of their respective peer group meetings. Freshmen should report to their peer counseling rooms rather than their group guidance classrooms. Please see Mr. Houlihan's with any questions and or concerns. An important music ministry announcement. The music ministry singers are asked to meet with Mr. and Mrs. Donford in room 208 during this week's activity period. Just the singers, not the musicians. The varsity jackets that were ordered through Diamond Sports will be in the Gale House on Friday. Please have your check ready made out to Diamond Sports, not Iona Prep. And now for debates.
Decision 2016 has once again raised a discussion about the Electoral College. President-elect Donald Trump won the electoral vote, while challenger Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. This situation reminds some of the 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore. Many people believe that the Electoral College was created after the founding of this nation. However, this viewpoint is flawed. The Founding Fathers established the Electoral College in order to ensure that the windfall of democracy, the mob rule of the common man, was controlled. The United States, therefore, is not a democracy as many believe, but rather it is a constitutional republic. In the upcoming days, you will hear both sides of whether or not the Electoral College should be abolished. And now for Ian Pyle and Giancarlo Battista for their arguments.
Hi, I'm Ian Pyle.
Hi, I'm Giancarlo Battista, and today we'll be discussing whether the Electoral College should be abolished.
Federalism, the division between state and national powers, was one of the underpinning ideas of the Constitution. The Founding Fathers deemed it important that while no central government should be able to form a tyranny over the states, some unifying force was required. The Founding Fathers wanted to ensure that the states' voices were heard, and that is why the presidential elections don't rely solely on the popular vote. To take away the Electoral College would be to usurp a state's powers to choose a president, crippling them. Electors are representatives, just like congressmen and senators, and while they represent their constituency, they also represent the state as a whole. The national government's power comes directly from the states that make up the Union, fulfilling the Founding Fathers' vision of federalism while also allowing for a central government.
The framers of the Constitution were afraid of mob rule and corruption, which is the fate of early democracies. The Electoral College system, for the most part, has worked successfully. However, in recent years, this has not been the case. Today, many Americans have become more educated since the 19th century, and as a result, voters are able to make better decisions regarding the selection of the new president. The Electoral College system has now become an outdated system in which voters do not have the complete authority on their selection for president. Rather, it chose the president of the states. With the abolishment of Electoral College, the complete will of the people will be heard, and every American will know that their vote matters.
During the lunch periods this Thursday, the Italian Club will be selling Italian pastries to help support the victims of the earthquakes in Italy. All proceeds will be given to Catholic Relief Services, who will help the Italian victims. Please keep these victims and their families in your prayers in the days coming. Please give your attention to the X period activities for Wednesday.
Here are the locations for tomorrow, period X, December 14th. General Study Hall in the cafeteria in room 401. Sophomore and junior open gym in the Tully Gym. Fitness in the Fitness Center. Freshman open gym in the Hefferman Gym. National Honor Society Study Center in room 207. Aviation Club in 304. Italian Club in 107. Reconciliation with Father Norton in the chapel. Art Club in the Verney. Music Ministry in room 208. Rock Ensemble in the Verney. Speech and debating 211. Peer counseling training in 204. Study skills workshop in 200. Mr. Braca in 122. And Mr. Henry in 106. Mr. Gillenwater in 213. Miss Maraglino in 305. Mr. Fava in 109. Mrs. Lopez in 303, Brother Menendez in 111, Brother Harris in 117, Mr. Dombrowski in 302, Mr. Salucio in 108, Mr. Carollo if you need help with your exam in 402.
Just a reminder, X period is today. Today's lunch special is meatball wedge and mozzarella sticks. Today's birthdays are Kevin Bama and Herschel Hellsworth. Happy birthday to our fellow Iona Gales. Today's home games are wrestling versus Mount St. Michael. Well, that's all for today, Iona Prep. Once again, I'm Christopher Wells. Have a great day.